Cam, Earlham. Hey yo, I'm Paul Span chillin', burger patty grillin'. Paul Span chillin', burger patty grillin'.
Welcome to the barbecue.
Mixture of harmony and chaos.
Ken Bone, Radiohead, KCOU 88.1
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're back.
We're back.
Officially this time.
Officially.
As you can see, we tweeted about it.
Yes,
so we're serious.
If we tweet about it, we're serious.
Yeah.
That's the real thumb. What's up? We got we have the full cast. We have the full cast back on the show. So this is season 3, right?
I guess so.
Season 3, episode 2. It should be episode 4, but we know college has been
a lot. Honestly, stressful is like the least of it, bro. It's been like so many existential crises. We don't know what's happening, and now we're seniors, so now they expect to just kick us out after training us for 4 years to like live like eating 2 meals a day, barely
2 meals,
getting very little sleep, and now they're like, be an adult.
No, I've been napping a lot though.
Have you?
I have.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. All right, so let's get into it. So it's me, DJ Sidnarita. We got
DJ Bird, still working on this name change, guys. I hate this name.
And we got
DJ AJ.
DJ AJ. Welcome back, man. How you been? You know, I like that.
A day 1, back for another, I guess a day 2. Day 3, since it's season 3, I guess.
Season 3. But y'all, so what's on the grill today?
Oh, so many things, bro.
That was really corny. I'm so sorry.
No, we need to make it a thing. We need to get like one of those soundboards.
Hey. Kareem.
We need
Soundboard coming soon.
Yeah. But
Air horn.
yeah, air horns. Lots of air horns. That like Benny Hill theme song, or what is it? The Curb Your Enthusiasm song. Where it's like,
yes.
Whenever someone says something stupid, we got it. All right, put that in the budget, guys.
All right, so today we saw our tweet. We're talking about vaping, an epidemic that has already claimed 6 lives in the U.S.
Dare, if you're listening, please sponsor us.
Dare, sponsor us.
We hate
please.
tobacco, bro.
Exactly.
Just as much as you do. We're on your side.
We're also talking about Popeyes. There's still really just this marketing. I don't know who's in charge of it.
Yeah.
Who said, hey, dude, let's have them bring their own bread.
Popeyes, we're letting you know now.
It's not okay.
You have to stop.
You have to stop.
Get some help.
It's chicken. It's just chicken tenders. It's just chicken tenders.
Nobody else needs to go this hard. What are you trying to prove?
You think this works in the drive-thru? Like you come in the drive-thru and you say, hey, I got some buns.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
I got some buns. What you got for me?
Dude, do you know how many like trolls are gonna use that to just do like horrible things?
Yes.
You think they're gonna save some costs on bread?
Yeah, but it's like,
that's true.
Think about all the people that are like, oh, I need to grab some Popeyes like in the middle of my busy day.
And they just get 3 breaded chicken strips.
Yeah, they're like, I wanted a sandwich. I needed some nutrients. And they said, bring your own bun, baby. But we're going to talk about that. And then
we're going to finish up our summer album reviews. Yes.
We're going to talk about a recent album drop too, Ginger by Brockhampton.
I haven't listened to it, so y'all gonna have to take the reins on that one.
We're gonna let Adam take the reins because we missed him and we want him to go off.
But yes, so we got some music coming up for y'all, so stay tuned. All right, y'all. That was our first music break. Thank you for tuning in.
It was a good one.
Yes, KCOU 88.1. It's currently 6:21. And guys, I don't know if you've heard about vaping or just like what it is, the effect it's had on the American people.
That's right. This season of The Barbecue, we're bringing you public advisory.
Public advisory, political commentary, all of it.
Oh, yes. Because, you know, hip-hop is political.
Ooh.
I mean...
And I...
Hip-hop is political?
I think so. I mean, it can also not be.
Like, imagine someone like making a whole song about not vaping, like a whole like rap song.
Oh, I'm sure Dare has tried.
Hip hop is like a political wet blanket.
Political wet blanket.
Political wet blanket. What does that mean?
I'm not gonna build on that. I'm gonna let it ride. It sounded nice. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. Didn't mean that to sound.
It's okay.
But yeah, so vaping has been in the news lately. Not that it hasn't been in the news.
My arms are
before.
crossed right now. I want you guys saw it. My arms are crossed. I'm mad. I'm upset.
Sydney looks real grumpy.
You're upset that they're banning it?
Oh no,
That they're
not
going
at all.
for it? Oh,
No,
okay.
I think that I don't know. It's just I don't even know where it came from. And I used to see these little like I thought they were like someone broke a flash drive or something, and I'd see them on the ground, and I'm like, oh, someone lost their flash drive. They broke their charger, whatever.
No.
And I discovered today
They're
when I was
jewel
pulling
pods.
into a yes, they are jewel pods because I finally saw the box next to it, and I was like, wow, because they're literally all over campus. Everywhere you go, they're on the ground somewhere. So
Juuls and like vapes and e-cigarettes were made to help actual smokers
yes,
like quit
precisely
smoking.
yes. And these little kids are like, oh my god, I'm so cool.
Because they're cheap and like I feel like before
I don't
since
know
they
about
were like
cheap.
They're
well
not
yeah
cheap.
well they're not cheap now. They used to be. I remember when they used to sell them in the vendors at malls.
Yeah.
Like when you were a kid and you were like, oh, you want to try this electric cigarette? And you said, I'm 4. But no, so it's like I feel like the flavors, like the fruit flavors,
Yeah,
are
that's what
brought
gets
the
people
kids.
for sure.
I just get a hobby.
Yeah, no, it's
If y'all had hobbies, you would not be picking up random things and
smoking.
yeah, right?
So y'all think it's a good move by the government to ban e-cig flavors?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know Michigan, KCOU.
We love it.
I saw that they did it first, and then like I think a week later, now it's like moving into a more of a national space of like talking
Sure.
about that in that conversation. But at the same time, I feel like I saw a tweet earlier, and it said there have been 6 deaths from vaping, and we're like making all these changes, all these laws, but like there's all these mass shootings and stuff like that, but there haven't been any big movements on gun laws and gun reform.
Sure.
So I think that's an interesting,
That's a valid
Yeah.
valid angle.
it's weird when you think about it. Think about it too hard. It's like, wow, that's facts.
If anything, my question with all this is what happens to people who are like sincerely addicted to like cigarettes and like
Yeah.
where do they go now? Like I know they have the patches and like gum, but like electronic cigarettes and like vapors were like, and I say this having done no research, but I feel like that was like a bigger, more popular way to like wean yourself off with tobacco because
Yeah.
you could like control how much nicotine was in the product. And so eventually it would just be water vapor, and like water vapor isn't addictive.
Yeah.
Water.
I look at it as a kind of a big win for tobacco companies, because
Really?
I feel like banning e-cigs is kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It leaves kids with nicotine addictions, and who
That's
knows, they might want to try cigarettes when they didn't really feel like it before, but now that they're like actually hooked on nicotine, it becomes more of a viable option. That's my take on it.
Wow.
That's facts.
Yeah, no, that is.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of like marijuana, Like if we like hail a prohibition on e-cigs, they're just gonna find more, I don't know, what you call it, like deviant ways to get it,
Yeah.
like black markets. Or right now we're kind of in a gray market area where kids can get that stuff off of eBay and stuff. But I think it's more of a federal government thing to, I guess, in terms of regulation, create better, stronger barriers between kids and like buying these products, maybe with more stricter, I don't know, like
Laws, rules.
ID validation and stuff like that.
But then even with that-
verification, yeah, even with that, I mean, there's still leg room, but I mean,
Fake
Yeah.
IDs, all that.
Yeah, no, around here they don't check IDs all the time. I mean, I don't mean to put anyone on blast, but
I mean, yeah, and it kind of sucks because it's like they just need to make a profit because it's like, the college kids scare away the locals, and then all they have all these college students that can't really use their products. So it's like,
Sure.
I can't advocate for how they make a profit, but it's like, if I were local and like a whole bunch of little kids were like trying to like crowd all the spots I wanted to go through with my friends, and like I would feel for the business owners.
Yeah.
Because they're losing the people that can like legally interact with their products, you know?
That's very true.
And I wouldn't feel bad if like Juul was missing out on millions or billions of dollars.
Not
That's
at all.
not, you know.
Because I feel like even like they know the health effects and they're still like, oh,
they're pushing it.
yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks, man. You died. You're in the
Business is
hospital.
business.
Ooh.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Bro.
and I don't think, I'm not going to speak for like the tobacco community, but I feel like if you already smoked cigarettes before vaping, it's not going to be much of a transition going back to smoking cigarettes.
That's true.
And I don't think it's a terrible idea to like call for a prohibition on e-cigs, but I think it should be. I think there should be more thought that goes into
Yeah.
it.
And then 6 years when we all have nicotine addictions, then Juul will be like, hey, sounds like you need some smoking cessation products. And it's going to come full circle.
Yeah.
And all of us are going to
Maybe
be
these
like,
kids need it.
yeah.
Maybe they're stressed out, you know?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Wow.
They don't need it.
All right.
mean,
Okay.
well, no, I don't have anything
I
meaningful
was-
to say other than outrage.
I was gonna say was the barbecue. We do not support vaping.
No.
We don't support it.
We publicly hate vapors
Yeah.
and vaping.
See, I don't
Stop
hate
blowing it in
vapors,
my
but
No,
like,
I hate all
stop.
of
Please
them.
stop. Your lungs. Your
Yeah.
lungs, please.
And also, y'all don't know manners with like blowing it in people's faces. Like, I don't know how many people I know that have like asthma or like a breathing condition or just like really don't appreciate it. And every time I stand in line somewhere downtown,
It's like-
somebody's like,
Yeah, even when I try to fall asleep at night, I still hear like the cackle of a Juul pod just going off.
oh my God.
Wow. Or people just like walking down the street. You think you're like, there's like cotton candy somewhere, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
there's a dude around the corner just vaping the cotton candy flavor, and
You're
it's
like,
like,
whoa, who's making
cotton candy? Who's making
selling-
cake?
Who's selling mangoes? Oh, never mind. Does somebody have ripe mangoes right now? Can I have a ripe mango? Oh no, dude, it's just a Juul pod.
And so
Sick.
it's now, they did research on it, I guess, some preliminary research, and they think it's because of the vitamin E that's in these vapes. I think that might only apply to like marijuana vapes, but
Is that what makes it addictive?
no, it's what causes the infection.
Oh.
Yeah. It's what causes the, like, I don't know if it's a virus or an infection. I didn't do any research. I can only offer
Yeah.
aphorisms, but
I mean, infections aside, I remember my grandma would send me like all these articles about people in like South Florida whose vapes would like explode in their mouths. Did you guys see
No, I
those?
never heard about that.
No, so
like a
allegedly,
Samsung phone,
yeah.
We do not support Androids either.
Oh,
vapes on an
no.
airplane.
Well, I don't know that. We don't know if most of our fan base are Android users.
Oh, yeah.
can
No, we
take-
love
take that
Androids,
back.
y'all.
We
We love
We are
Androids.
we're a phone company neutral. This is a phone company neutral safe space. But no, so my grandma would send me these like weird and like graphic articles from like these local news outlets that I've never heard of. And they were like, yeah, 2 boys had their lips and jaw blown off because of like vaping, and they would have like this is the part that always got me, is that they would have these like graphic photos, and I was like, I don't know what newsroom would let you just like post these photos.
Yeah.
But my grandma was like, better not. You better not be vaping. It's like, Grandma, I don't even know how to
No,
get
I don't
a
know
vape.
who she is.
Grandma,
Yeah.
we need some source checking right now.
Yeah. I said, Grandma, you better not be vaping. Seems like you are near some sort of magnetic field that is making all these vapes blow up.
She's like, hold on, cackles in the distance.
Yeah. It's like,
But all right, so no, vaping is a no.
big no.
Vaping is whatever.
It's whatever.
In my opinion, it's a
Like-
whatever thing.
Do you say that as like a
The problem is really big.
whatever? Like you're whatever. Like I don't really have an issue.
I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm just morbid that way. I don't think that.
I feel like if it threatens your life, like I can't like.
Yeah, I think that's with anything though. I mean, not that anybody asked, but my stance on this is let the like nicotine like addicts that are trying to recover reclaim
Yeah,
Juuls,
yeah.
like because that was made for
They're
them.
so
That wasn't made
passionate
for
about
you.
that,
Yeah, like that's just another thing that like millennials are taking for their own. Say that like I'm not a millennial, but
Or we
like
could allocate those funds towards like the opioids epidemic.
yeah, right.
That would be kind of
Yeah. Let's talk about that next. No, I'm just kidding.
So
I get sad. I want to be happy right
Let's
now.
talk about Popeyes.
Let's talk about Popeyes.
Yeah.
Popeyes makes me happy.
it makes me happy too. I
They're
haven't.
foolish.
They are. I'll share I'll retweet the video for you guys that are listening live. Go to our page. It's at the barbecue on KCOU. But guys, I just showed them the video, and we can't come to the conclusion if they're being serious or if they're joking.
Tweet us and let us
Yo,
know.
if they're serious,
You think
I got buns. Let me know.
I
Yeah.
got buns.
I
got
don't
buns.
listen.
So basically, the video for people that haven't seen it, Popeyes, they have this box, right, and it says BYOB, and BYOB usually means bring your own bottles, but in this case, it means bring your own buns. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna give you 3 chicken strips, which they already have on the menu, and if you want a chicken sandwich, all you have to do is bring your own buns. Plop plop.
So are
Put
they
your
not?
sauce on it.
Are they not offering the chicken sandwich anymore?
They're saying it's quote unquote sold out because we were supposed to get it here September 1st, and everyone was so hyped. Even Kareem called in. He called the Popeyes and he said, "When is the sandwich coming?" And they were like,
man.
"We're not getting it till September, God." So, and it's September. We're almost halfway through, and I have not tasted the sandwich. I've not.
Listen, I feel like they might have gotten scared by the hype, and so they were like, "You make a sandwich. You see how easy it is." But
Yeah, no. It was funny. It was funny. I'm definitely like interested. So I guess that's the thing. They're just whatever marketing program this person went to, whoever's behind this,
yeah, congrats.
you're
You
doing
really-
you're doing amazing, sweetie. Because I want to go to Popeyes now.
I don't know. I'm a little freaked out by all this marketing. Like, especially the bring your own buns commercial. Even the people they hired to be like the actors or whatever, they were confused. And I was like, I don't understand the effectiveness of this marketing. Because even in the advertisement, they were like, you offer three-piece chicken tenders without buns. So what's the point of ordering the buns meal if you just can get the tenders anyways?
Is it even a meal?
Yeah.
Or is it just like,
Do you
hey,
just order the 3-piece
by the
tenders
way-
and you're like, I brought my buns.
yeah. Because was the chicken sandwich made with chicken tenders?
No, it's like
It was its own
It's
chicken.
a patty. Yeah,
It's a patty,
it's a
right?
patty.
Filet sandwich.
Yeah. Oh
Like
gosh,
not the same.
it's crispier or whatever from what I've heard.
Feeling hoax.
Well,
crispy.
Feeling
until
like a
you can
hoax.
tell me straight up that it's crispier. This is alleged.
Bro, my mom keeps telling me that she's had it, and I'm like, that's great. That's fantastic, mother. I have not had it yet. She's like, oh, I had it way back, went back, a couple months ago. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
thanks for letting me know.
Yo, Zaxby's though.
You like Zaxby's?
Love Zaxby's.
Oh, you're one of those.
Cooking chicken.
Zaxby's isn't
With
horrible,
water.
but I wouldn't pick it as my first option.
I went there, guys, and I was
like it?
disappointed.
You didn't like the wooded indoor seating?
You don't
No.
like all the North Carolina related
Yeah.
merch?
I went there. I don't even remember. I
You were
went
in
there
Missouri?
one. Went there one time sophomore year, so that's in my memory
Wait,
way back
Was that
when.
with you?
No, I went
Okay.
with Morgan and Kareem.
Love that. Yeah. Sad that you didn't like Zaxby's because I feel like Zaxby's is kind of underrated.
Really?
That's what
But
I think.
Also, in North Carolina, it slaps like 10 times harder.
No, but
Ooh.
Cane's.
I never had Cane's. I
Never
need to
had
have
Cane's.
Cane's.
No, I remember that one time you were like,
What'd
if
I
we win
say?
this film festival, we get to go to Cane's. And I was like, you kept saying, I was like, I'll take you to get some chicken tenders. Like, it's okay. But you meant like,
Oh,
you
Cane's.
meant-
I meant Cane's Film Festival like in France. Like I meant like the Cane's like CANNES, and she thought I meant Raising Cane's. Oh my
awesome.
god, I can't believe you remember that.
Yes. I was like, if you want chicken tenders, like I can get you some.
I
Like,
was
it's
like,
okay.
Chicken. No, but I really need to go to Raising Cane's. Because I've been hearing, I heard my first bad take about Raising Cane's, which I thought nobody in the Midwest could ever say a bad thing about Raising Cane's ever. Somebody
Never
told me
been.
it was only good if you were like it's only good, like in the way that like McDonald's is good. Like it's just like really horrible, greasy fast food. Like it's not.
It's like
great as
Whataburger?
chicken. Yeah.
It's like a Whataburger.
Like not even like a Whataburger, because Whataburger's amazing. Like it's like a Carl's Jr.
Okay.
situation.
Okay.
They were like, it's just like fast food. Like, it's just like chicken. And I was like, wow, I didn't know. I thought you would have burst into flames. Like, I didn't think people were allowed to speak.
So Cane's is a Midwest? Is a Midwest thing?
I guess so. I'm
I'd
not.
say so.
Where's the closest Cane's?
Probably
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
I gotta do some testing.
St.
Yeah,
Louis.
me
St.
too.
Louis? Okay.
You gonna try to
Trying to go? Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
We'll stop by Krispy Kreme's on the way.
Oh,
Oh,
please. I miss Krispy Kreme so much.
Start a petition.
Oh.
we'll get someone to fund us.
Tell Popeyes that's the
So-
next thing.
sponsor
Y'all
us.
need to make chicken. Tell me to bring my own donuts,
Bring my own donuts.
or I'll bring the buns. You give me donuts, but don't make the donuts. Just go get Krispy Kreme donuts and then resell them to me. Is that allowed? Is that legal?
No, I don't think so.
We'll keep it on the table, Popeyes. I won't tell nobody.
But all right, y'all, we got another music break coming up. We got some Ari Lennox.
Ooh.
Yes. Ooh. So keep it here. Hope y'all enjoyed that nice little music break. Uh-huh.
That was from Brockhampton's latest album, Ginger, which was Chef's Kiss, a masterpiece. It really was. Ew. Please stop. No, stop.
It was great.
Yeah,
It's
I
great.
haven't listened to it, so
Have you heard the singles that came out?
I have not.
I think it would be a good time because, like,
Okay.
you like sad music, but they've also like. Have you heard their stuff
You
in the
said I
past?
like sad music. You're
It
right.
was
You're
a
100% right.
I
Sorry
feel like
for
their
exposing
last.
you.
I feel like their last albums. I don't know if it's just me, but like either I wasn't prepared for it, or like it just wasn't hitting my ears right.
So it's like a sadder, like
Listen,
sad.
No,
type thing?
Iridescent was just like a bad album.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I know they kind of fell off after that, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, what happened to them?
well, it was also like they talk about that on this album that they just released.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that was around the time that Amir
Oh,
got
that-
accused
yeah.
of like sexual
Yeah, I remember that.
something.
Yeah,
And
they kicked him out.
yeah, so they made this album about how like basically that album was a result of like them being traumatized by the whole experience,
Mm-hmm.
and then also having to like throw together an album because of their record deal.
Mm-hmm.
So this album they
Iridescence?
really Iridescence,
okay.
because like that came out
Gotcha.
like
Last year, I think,
20
the year before.
no, it came out last year, and then
Mm-hmm.
Amir had to leave Brockhampton like before Coachella, right?
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
like
they
at
were.
the end of 2017.
They were at a festival in I think Michigan or something, and
Yeah.
they were about to go on, and then they were like, "He's not coming out.
Yeah.
It's done."
But you know they air it all out on this album, so it's really good.
I
It's really
loved
cool.
it.
Favorite
I
track?
love that.
No Halo.
No Halo.
What about you?
Honestly, probably Sugar.
Yeah.
Probably
Sugar's
Sugar.
But we
It's
just play it right?
Yeah, like I can play it any time of the day. I'm just bopping my head, just going with it. But Dearly Departed is like next.
That's,
I just like compelling stories, so I felt like that was the climax of the album.
yeah. Dearly Departed talks directly about Amir, and it's basically all the members of Brockhampton that do rapping because
Mhm.
they're
They do
like equal parts,
graphic
like
design,
a
stuff like that, yeah.
they do like creative stuff, but. Like they all basically just like hash out their stuff with Amir, and like some of them are angry, some of them are really sad about it, but everybody speaks their mind. So like now you know everything that was going on with them during that whole time.
So give me an example of someone that was like angry and like kind of the things they said.
I want to say,
Not Kevin Abstract. It's the
No.
other guy. I forgot his name. The
Yeah,
last
it's-
verse on
it's
Dearly
D
Departed. Mike?
something.
D. I don't know.
I'm gonna look up their names because I haven't
But
really learned.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
basically expressing his thoughts about the situation, and then also like touched on I guess some situation happened where Amir set up one of their friends, like either a drug deal going bad or like some type of robbery, some lick that he orchestrated, and they didn't find out until later. And I guess he was remorseful about it, but at that point they were just fed up with him.
Yeah,
Like I guess
so-
Shia LaBeouf knocked some sense into them.
Yeah. Dom McLennan is the one that like kind of goes off on Amir, and he was the angriest. I'll read some bars, like obviously censored, but Like, when somebody that you know throws you in the fire, how do you survive? I kicked down the door inside a home I didn't own just to save a friend's life. Little did I know the one who pulled the strings was once on my side. I had just moved to Texas, tried to make it right. And then at the end, he calls him a really bad word. And he says that he can talk to God because he doesn't want to hear it.
It was so good.
It's
and then you hear like the
fire.
mic, you hear like the headphones drop, and he like storms out the door.
Yeah.
And there's the emotion. Oh, you can't not feel like kind of floored about it.
Wow.
I don't know. It was cool. It was I don't think there's a lot of artists that can really translate those feelings well, and then also like phonetically make it sound really good. You know, like the ways and like the emotion he used, like the what would you call it? The inflections on his voice.
Yeah.
And then just the production behind it. I want to know who produced this album because it's phenomenal.
Let's look it up.
Wow.
It's so good.
But I would even say that, like, I don't know, the whole concept for the album is just like insane because, you know, Saturation was just a bunch of bops. Iridescent, they tried to do a
Yeah.
thing. Like the Saturation trilogy was just like bops on bops on bops. But Iridescence tried to have a theme, and people that are important to me would argue that the theme would make like a lot more sense than I think it does. But they tried to convey like how this was like a confusing point in their life. But I don't know if that's effective if you're just gonna like confuse your listeners. But Ginger is just about like friends and like collective trauma, and like the album artwork is them hugging, and it's just like that's a beautiful image, you know?
Yeah. Like
But-
thematically, it's just like about like poverty, pain, joy, friendship, religion. I didn't know how, I guess, I don't know, pious they were. They're a lot. I didn't expect that. I guess they went through a lot after the whole Amir thing. I don't know when they started visiting Shia LaBeouf for their therapy sessions, but I thought that was so funny.
Also, which we should talk about next time, Shia LaBeouf's got 2 movies coming out.
Yeah.
It's wild. And he like plays his own father in one.
Yes.
I want to see that one.
No,
I don't care
he-
so much about Peanut Butter Falcon, but
He's an actor. I feel like he's one of those dudes that like kind of goes underground for a little bit and then kind of comes up and he has like all this knowledge. Like I heard he was here for like True Falls a couple years ago, and he just like, I don't know. I think he just like really got in touch with
He just had,
himself
like,
and
a-
really.
yeah.
He had like a mustache and a fake nose and just kind of walking around looking at everything.
Yeah, he literally, me and my friends were like on our way to CJ's because we were so hungry because we had been out like tailgating and stuff. And we were on our way to CJ's and somebody goes, "Is that Shia LaBeouf?" And we were like, "Do we want chicken more or do we Shia LaBeouf?" But
Was he getting swarmed or like
no,
was
I
it noticeable?
think
Or
it
she
was
like-
one person just shouting it, and we don't know what the rest of the people did. It didn't seem like it was too chaotic. We were able to make our way to CJ's Chicken, with CJ's Wings without any
Hey,
trouble.
yo.
But
awesome.
shout out CJ's Wings.
Shout out.
But to bring it back to Brockhampton, Jabari Manwa produced this album.
Okay.
It sounds like a familiar name. I'm gonna
I'd
look
be
up
interested
like
to see.
other work he's done.
Yeah, I just want to also publicly state that it was a Minnesota concert that Amir basically got cut off.
Minnesota.
It was a concert in Minnesota, and I had to say that.
Wow. It says that Jabari's just a member of Brockhampton.
What's up?
Jabari's just a member of Brockhampton.
Maybe he's one of
That's
those
awesome.
behind the scenes dudes
Yeah,
that like.
he's probably part of their creative team.
They sound like they make all their songs on Logic, like
Yeah.
type of deal, you know? Like they seem very able to maximize what they have. Kind of like Steve Lacy.
That's wild though that they have like a whole design team that's like part of their group. Like they're also Brockhampton, you know? Like, you know, it'll be like a Selena Gomez in the scene type thing where it's like there's the people who are the stars and there's the people who aren't, but like work with the stars. But I don't know. I like the cohesiveness of Brockhampton because I feel like everybody's eating, you know?
I think it's more focused this time. I think every time I listened to it beforehand, it felt really cluttered and chaotic. Not that I don't enjoy stuff like that, but it just wasn't hitting right. And this
Yeah.
one just felt, I couldn't even notice who was rapping or who
Yeah.
it was. And I didn't care because I was just like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
What happened? They started on a Reddit, like a Kanye Reddit subthread or something.
They did. They tried to do like a boy band album, like a sad R&B album. And it flopped. Like,
Really?
I liked one song on it, but I don't know anybody who will like even speak the name of this album. It was called All American Trash. It came out in 2016, and nobody liked it. But then the next year, 2017, started the Saturation trilogy, which that was
like back to back to back. Yeah.
But what happened was their deal with RCA Records. It was like, I think it was like 5 albums. In
That's like
3
a typical.
years.
I feel like 5 albums.
So I think this is their last album, low key, with
Is it?
RCA.
And
If
they're
they
getting out
want
of the
to.
contract.
That's awesome.
I don't know if they're gonna get out of the contract. I don't follow them that much, but
I feel like they're a type of group that needs to like kind of have their own like record company type
they could
thing.
do it. They
like
got
Tyler.
the whole team. Yeah,
I feel like they're like along, those lines of that kind of that vibe.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think the RCA record's a good stepping stone, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not every artist can just like have the capital to, fund
Exactly.
everything that
That's
they
true.
need to be
Yeah.
successful.
And RCA's never really done people wrong, have they?
you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
We don't
either.
know.
But I mean,
It's buried.
Yeah.
5 albums in 3 years sounds a little cruel.
Yeah, that
but
does.
That doesn't
That
sound
does.
like unexpected, not unreasonable. But it doesn't sound unexpected from like a record company. You know?
I mean, but
Depends
from
on how
the,
much money they got.
that
Yeah.
and like they want you to drop an album and then go on tour possibly. So it's like you're
Drop another album.
and then
right
so
after.
you're on. I mean, that's if you love doing it. That's
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's
I mean, these
cool.
guys are preparing their whole lives for this moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they're on.
It's still like a job is stressful regardless,
Of course,
whether
yeah.
you like doing it or not, and they clearly like doing it, but it's still touring, writing an album, putting it together, making sure it's perfect, quote unquote, even though nothing's
Yeah.
perfect, but
Yeah, I feel like Brockhampton comes really close though. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend like Iridescence was like some sort of poetry that I just didn't get, but I feel like Saturation was just like really like, I don't know, they just understood what made a hit when it came to songs. And I mean, I couldn't tell you what their formula was, but they definitely had one. And like Ginger, I don't know, it just like it made their sound is a little different, but it still sounds like them,
I think their story is just so compelling at this point that they just needed the right music to like tell their stories, and then out came a beautiful baby.
Yeah, and everybody today tries to be deep with their music, but I feel like few people really, when they speak from an emotional standpoint in their music, they don't ever really make sense.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah, but this.
So summer albums.
summer albums.
Where did y'all leave off of?
I think we left off at BJ the Chicago Kid,
Oh,
either
yeah.
him or YBN Corday. I think we're talking a lot about Ego, but I don't know if we finished or not.
Yeah, and then we talked about Dreamville too. Revenge of the Dreamers, baby.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot.
I know. After that episode, I couldn't stop listening to Sacrifices.
Yeah.
Like
Sacrifices Under
Yes.
the Sun, album
Oof.
opener of the year.
Costa Rica. Even?
Yo,
No, but-
sleep deprivation is that low key. That's that low key cut
Yeah.
that I really like. You know, her vocals on it. Oh, it sounds
Yes.
My
Love
goodness. No, but yeah. I think the fact that, let's talk about the baby for a second, because he
Yeah.
is on the album and I had no idea like he would even make it on something like this, because I feel like him and J. Cole are so different. But I felt like from this you kind of like got a more conscious vibe from him. It wasn't like, oh, you know, police brutality type of thing, talking
Yeah.
about racism, but he was kind of talking about himself a little bit more rather than just like, you know, stuff he would spit in Megan Thee Stallion song cash stuff.
Cash stuff.
Cash stuff.
Cash stuff.
But that was like really cool to hear, and the production behind that, because I know he gathered people for that.
He did a DJ Khaled.
He did. Oh my goodness.
He did it better than DJ Khaled.
He did it better because he can actually like rap. Like his
Yeah.
verse on Sacrifices.
Oof.
I mean, if you're going to a Dreamville session to possibly get on a compilation album, you're gonna bring like your best bars. You know,
Everyone
There's no
did.
other choice.
Everyone did.
I can't imagine how many cuts they have in the vault just sitting there.
And the production.
Yeah. No
But
doubt.
I will say Costa Rica sounds a lot like Pony by the Baby.
It does.
Which I love that song. You know I love that. I love that song. Like, oh my goodness.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah,
it did draw a lot from, or I guess it did sound similar. I just really feel like that album as a whole just.
I feel like it didn't get enough attention though.
Ibrahim and like
It really
Illmind just destroyed it. Like, no
I feel
doubt.
like it
And
showed
they
me a
had-
lot of artists too that I like knew about. It
Yeah.
didn't really like mess with, and now I'm like, why
Like
Dan
who?
Corday? What's up?
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
And then that Kendrick cameo
Yes.
on the first hook, I stopped and I heard it and I was like, that's him. That's
I was wondering
Kendrick.
why he wasn't in the feature like column though.
Because he's a ninja.
Yeah. I woke up.
He strikes when
for
it's
some money.
strikes when he needs to. Yeah, that was awesome. Which makes me think about TDE release coming up.
Oh,
Like a Black Hippie release.
yeah.
I need that. in
No,
my
but
life.
Sir's album.
Sir's album. Let's talk about Sir's album.
I didn't
I'm
listen to
gonna-
it all the way
It's-
through, so you guys go off.
It's
My lead right now is Sir's album is the man's version of Control.
Really?
I feel that.
Like, I think-
now that you say that, I feel that.
I think the way they bottled up all these different, like the way SZA was able to translate all of that. on
Yeah, no,
wax.
she did it like the way the album like Control is arranged.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like,
her mind.
Come on.
her mind. Like whoever put this in this order, like
And it's so
Yeah.
her. It's so authentic.
yes.
No.
It could only be her, you know?
Yeah, and me and Sydney and some other friends were sitting in the lab in the J school
Oh,
ranking SZA's albums, and I went back and I looked, and it's near her actual like track list. Like,
Really?
it's not like
The
super
songs?
close, but it was pretty close. Like we had like, I'm trying to think. I need to pull up her track list, but I'm pretty sure we had like
'cause I think Supermodel was the album opener.
yeah, we had Supermodel like towards the top. I think it was like number 2, and then we had like Love
And
Galore.
yes.
And
There's
then
a-
we had Doves in the Wind.
It's a good story. I actually read about how Kendrick was kind of consoling her about like track listing and stuff.
Oh,
About the track list, and he was kind of advising her to put Supermodel at the end.
Really?
To end the album.
I think it was a beautiful album opener.
and she made the like executive decision to override Kendrick's word.
no,
and
that
say-
was
I thought that was dope.
it was
That's
amazing.
how much she knows.
Yeah,
herself.
Supermodel into I think Love Galore is next, right?
Yeah.
That transition. That yes.
Yeah.
I can't
no
not
doubt.
listen to like a few songs on the album.
No,
If
I have
listen
to like
SZA,
one will come on my shuffle and I'll just like go to the full album and like listen to other
yeah.
songs.
Like if her song comes up, because I know that in my playlist I have like other Control songs like
Mm-hmm.
right underneath it because of the transitions. I'll just turn off shuffle, low key. But
But yes, Sir's
But yeah,
album.
Sir's album. You
My
Can't
favorite-
Save Me.
You can save me from myself.
I was like, ooh, stop that. Stop. I'm crying in the club right now.
No, literally, I was like, he's not lying.
Yeah.
But that and then Wires in the Way. Because the first listen, I'm not like, I wasn't 100% feeling it. But then I listened to it again and I was like, okay, this is a very decent album. Wires in the Way. And
Wires in
then
the Way.
That's Why I Love You, Sabrina Claudio.
La Lisa.
Yeah.
With Smino.
Smino, yes.
What's up with Smino lately?
He's been
like really like
Eternal with Chance the Rapper. He was on Ellen the other day, I think.
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
he's killing it.
He
Yeah,
is.
Reverend.
I'm
That
so
was a
happy
good
for him.
song.
Yes, no.
Because I knew he was like a St. Louis rapper. He came out with that first project that I thought just like
And Louis?
that was great. Like melodically, thematically, you know. Whatever.
No, I feel
It
like
sounded great.
Anita's what put him on for real, for real.
Yeah, Anita. Okay.
And then his last album, it's great. He shouts out Mizzou. It's the one with
Oh yeah.
LM,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Black or Noir
Yeah.
something.
I remember that. Yeah.
Isn't it?
The first song, right? It's the first song he
LMF?
shouts out. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Clink.
Is she real?
Clink.
Clink, he
Okay.
shouts out
Yeah,
Mizzou.
Okay.
Noir.
Noir.
Yeah,
I
isn't
geeked
it?
out a little. I was like, oh.
It's him like getting
That's
his
my-
hair braided or something on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Is she
that
real?
album.
Mm-hmm.
Mufasa,
Yes, I love love that song.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what he's saying half the time, but I know the words. Which is, I'm like, what?
He said as long as I like match his like inflection, it's fine.
Yeah.
No, but like he'll like say stuff, but like and it won't make sense at first. You're like
about
singing
it,
along.
yeah.
You're like, oh, this like he just really transitions from stuff
Yeah.
like
Really fast.
yes, and it works like
Yeah.
Rated S for extraordinary.
yeah,
What?
no, yes. Say
it,
she
'cause-
real freaky, got it.
Yeah, get it? Because S for Smino.
Yes, no,
I don't know if that's really what it
I don't
meant,
know, but-
listen,
Bars.
it works.
on the off chance that it is, I'm here for it.
I listen to a lot of Blood Orange.
Yeah.
What's the mixtape called? Oh my god. Yeah. Pull that up for me. It's
Is it Negro Swan?
no, the next one.
Angel's Pulse?
Angel's Pulse. Angel's Pulse. And he's doing the score to the new Adrasta movie. I don't know, it's like the space movie with Brad Pitt.
Ad Astra?
Ad Astra.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he like pulled a bunch of sounds from the NASA library and stuff and composed this. He's so talented. I
Really?
love Dev Hines.
Wow.
He's like my spirit animal.
Oh my God.
Like he transcends all these different boundaries. Like he's a classical artist at heart, but he dabbles in just anything and like executes it so well. And you could tell he like pieces everything at different times. You know, like he doesn't get in there and then makes a song. Like you can tell. Plus, he said that in an interview, so that's all. But yeah,
This is
I don't
straight
mean to
from
geek
his
out,
mouth.
but
Yeah.
I love Dev Hines.
Other albums that came out this summer? I can't think of any.
Besides Igor, I don't know why.
I can think of like non-hip hop albums that came out.
But BJ
What you got
Chicago
for us?
Kids album.
Yeah.
But there was only like one song I really, really liked, and that was Getaway. I played it last week. That song. Wow.
Play that after the break.
Say less.
All right, yeah, I got you.
Said Getaway.
Snow
Yes.
Allegra,
Yes.
Snow
Jay-Z.
Allegra, I want
Snow
you
Allegra.
around. Yes.
Situationship. Stop it.
No, yes.
Stop
Say
it.
less. Say less. What was I gonna say?
Who else came out with something? I guess as far as singles, Purple Emoji, Ty Dolla $ign, J. Cole.
Yeah.
You guys listen
How
to
do we
the
feel
Daniel
about
Caesar
that?
album?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You like
Okay.
it?
Yeah. Okay. That I'm like,
haven't-
we have to take a music break. We've been talking for a long
Yeah.
time. We'll talk about it when we come back
All right,
because.
all right.
All right. Thank you guys. We'll be right back.
We're gonna get down to it. Stay tuned.
Ooh.
We're back.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're back.
Okay, so we left on kind of a heated, panic note with Sydney about to go off about Daniel Caesar.
Thank you for remembering. I completely forgot. I forgot completely.
Because I want to discuss this too, because I didn't know anything about it until Case Study 1 dropped. And I was like, oh no. Like, I went
You're
through my
surprised for
playlist
sure.
and I like was looking at Japanese denim, like, should I delete you? Like,
No.
so
Literally. Okay.
Let's go off. Somebody go off about it.
So I guess for people that don't know, because a lot of people like are my friends, they're like, oh, what happened? So basically me briefly
Yeah.
explaining this is
At me.
he went on, I think it was some sort of social media, Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter. He made a video. You saw the video he had?
Oh, I think it was Instagram Live.
Yeah, he went on Instagram
Yeah.
Live, and he was like trying to defend someone that had said something to basically upset the black community. And he was like, oh, y'all need to leave her alone. I think her name's Yes Jules. Never heard of her before then.
Yes, Jules.
Yes.
I went to
That
Rolling
sounds-
Loud and I actually like met her. Not met her, but I was like front row and she came around. She was saying what's up. We like dapped up, and
Ah.
ever since then, I've had my thoughts about her.
Oh.
I think she's like another industry plant. I believe that's
Oh.
the consensus.
An industry
Y'all-
plant. Describe that a little bit further.
Like she is her own person. I'm not gonna deny her like being, but I think the consensus is that she associated herself with a lot of like SoundCloud rappers and kind of like built her clout from that, and then like kind of included herself in a community that wasn't as welcoming about it, and that's just kind of what I've gained from it. I don't have an opinion about her really, but I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but like I think.
Not beautiful.
And then she was
inside.
honest, and then she started trying to get into managing, and she was managing 070 Shake.
Never heard of him.
She was on Kanye's album, the last one, Yay, or something, and she did the "Ain't not gonna run up anymore." Like she was the one crooning on the album. And then I guess she got dropped as a manager by 070 Shake for, I don't know, better opportunities. And then she went on like an absence and she just went on I don't know, she traveled the world. Hiatus. And I don't know, I guess she's back now promoting Sprite. I think she's sponsored by Sprite or something like. She's sponsored by a couple things, but
a few things. She's like a social media influencer.
Yeah, she's an influencer.
It's mostly because she's like hot, but hot girls run Instagram, guys.
From college to
But,
Instagram models.
Yeah, they Visco girls, the new witches.
Yeah,
but
and she looked like Amber Rose when she first like popped off.
So people thought it was Amber Rose.
Like, I thought it was Amber Rose.
Me too. But so apparently, I googled her name, and the first 3 headlines were, "She's back, making Black Twitter angry again."
Oh my god!
She compared Earth Gang, which also just dropped an album,
with Kalani on the feature.
My queen, my Taurus Sun Pisces Moon Queen. But so she compared Earth Gang to Outkast, but said it was like Outkast but with 2 Andre 3000s. And honestly, people are like, how dare you disrespect Big Boy like that?
Why?
Yeah.
Who told her to say that?
Yeah, I don't know who this person is. His Mike T304.
Shout out.
But he said, shout out Mike. Mike.
She like said that
Hey,
as
Mike.
she was wearing
Mike. But he said, this is exactly why we don't need you in our culture. 1, you have no clue what you speak, and they can't be Outkast with 2 Andres because that wouldn't be Outkast.
Period.
How dare you disrespect Big Boy? And then he said, 2, you're a culture vulture to the highest level. Leave our culture alone.
That was
I think that's
that was
that on
succinct.
that.
Yeah, that's basically
And then
what it
she's
is.
just going back and forth with Mike, but I think Mike's kind of like, ooh.
Mike won, in my opinion.
Yeah. She said, you are the one making it shady and putting words in my mouth. And he said, you could have said they reminded me of Andre, not they sound like Outkast with 2 Andres. So you cried wolf. And she's just kind of insisting that there's no disrespect, but
there is.
Yeah, just because you grew up listening to, like, just because you like, I don't know, just because you like an artist doesn't mean you can't disrespect them, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just because you like them doesn't mean like what you said is any less disrespectful.
Exactly.
So
to say all this to say, this woman, Daniel Caesar defended this woman. All these horrible things that we've said that she's done.
Oh yeah, Daniel Caesar.
He defended her.
Okay.
And he was like, you guys need to leave her alone. She didn't do anything. And then he took it a step further, and he said, you know what? This is how I feel. Black people are too sensitive, and go ahead, cancel me. And what did black people do?
they said canceled.
And they canceled him, and his album went pancake. Not even, no, it.
I was just gonna say,
Stopped.
I don't think I ran through it. Not because I have an opinion about that situation, but like, I think I heard. I don't know. He didn't.
The power
There was
of Black Twitter. It doesn't.
No,
even get you.
literally.
there was no promotion behind it,
Subconsciously.
and like I listened to a couple songs, and I
So
didn't
there's no
really,
emotion behind the album?
No, there wasn't any promotion behind the album.
promotion,
There wasn't.
okay.
I don't know. Like I guess I'm just one of those.
There wasn't. You know, you're right.
I mean, I like some promotion. Like I want to know like what I'm about to like listen
Yeah.
to. Maybe a little bit about your process or something. I don't know. Like I like the way Dreamville kind of
Yes.
documented that whole thing. You know.
It was amazing. It was beautiful, honestly, to
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah, and like the way Kendrick drops like the hearts and like I like stuff like that. So when he dropped his, I didn't even know he dropped it.
I'm trying to figure out how I found out.
Yeah, I picked my friend from the airport, and then he played it, and I was like, "Is this Daniel Caesar?" He's like, "Yeah, that's his new album."
It's like, don't you
I
know,
was
dude?
like, "Oh, okay, he's got a new album."
Dude, let me tell you the biz.
Let me tell you the Mezbiz.
But I think he set such a high standard with Freudian. Freudian? Is that how you
Yeah,
pronounce
Freudian.
it? Freudian. Yeah, he set a really high bar with that, so I just listened to this one and I didn't feel the same way. And You know?
I think I saved about 5 songs, but Cyanide,
Cyanide is good.
that song
is
oh, it.
Dad.
I'm in a different world when I listen to that song. I'm
I
gonna
gotta
try to
re-listen
find
to
a
it. You're
clean
making me-
version.
Yeah.
No, it just sounds so like, especially when you have like both headphones on.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you're not just one, but both.
Don't talk
Okay.
to me.
You're just cruising. It hits.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god! And then
I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna go back in and run through it.
Wow, the
and
power of
feel the
Sydney.
vibes
shout out.
in my basement by
Shout out
myself.
to me.
No, by yourself.
Sad boy in the basement. That's gonna be
Yes.
the next title of my album.
Get those like mood lights.
Sad boy in basement.
Get like
Exactly.
fairy lights and just like lay on your bed.
I have black lights in there, so
Yeah,
it
even
sets a
better.
mood.
Even
Sets
better.
a mood,
Like a
yeah.
Tumblr.
No,
A big Tumblr vibe.
Speaking
Just
of
a projection
Tumblr,
Oh,
of a
no.
Tumblr.
speaking of Tumblr, no, because
Ready for Tumblr to die.
this was before our NABJ meeting, but like a bunch of us, like I forgot who brought it up, but we like followed each other on our old Tumblrs from like high school.
Oh no.
No, it was the funniest thing.
Oh my
Because it
God.
was like all this stuff. Like we thought we were like gonna die in high school. We're like, life sucks. And like that was the vibe for like everyone's Tumblr. It's like my life
awesome.
sucks. I hate everything.
You
We get to
said-
college and it's like everything's different.
Yeah.
And I was a coloring book, but you were colorblind. Hashtag Rupee car.
Bars.
No, literally, like, I think just to see, when I went through my feed, I was like reblogging some like depressing stuff at age
Yeah.
like 15.
Yeah, you said, girl, you don't even know what taxes are.
Yeah, we need a wage war on Tumblr. I think that's who, I think that's our
Yahoo
target.
bought them
Nobody
and I
should
just
be-
stopped. I stopped.
Oh,
Yeah. No, Yahoo bought them and like it got like
It's just
it
like a
did
news
the
aggregate.
cleanup, and so like half of my like people I followed like just
Are gone. No,
disappeared.
they removed the Russian bots. That was the only good thing that they did.
Yeah, that's fair.
And some of the stuff that I like reblogged was gone because it was a Russian bot, which is kind of scary. That's scary.
But Russian bots were speaking truth, I guess.
They were.
Russian bots knew what was going on in your head
They
when you
knew.
were 15. That's terrifying, but
Russia,
also
man.
comforting.
Right, like that's so.
Really
Russia
giving
said-
it to us lately.
Russia said we're good at nuclear weapons.
And they did the Face app. They were
angst.
behind the Face app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stealing all your information.
You know Face app?
Get off Facebook, y'all.
Is that confirmed?
If you
Yes.
if you take one thing from this episode, get off Facebook.
Get off Face
If
app.
anything has face in front of it, don't do it.
They literally take your
Oh,
image and they
man.
save it into their database. They take your entire library and save it because you have to upload like
Yeah.
everything apparent. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I
they-
read that. I wasn't sure if that was.
That's confirmed.
Yeah, and then some people would log on through Facebook because you know how you can click those buttons.
And then
to, like,
your
log in
family
with
is like in
Facebook?
danger now.
Yeah, and they take all your and Facebook has this algorithm that can tell you what your like political affiliation is,
Oh,
what
yeah.
your religious affiliation is.
Talk about being targeted.
yeah.
God, I'm just a pawn. I'm just a pawn in
Honestly,
big data.
we all are.
These big data schemes.
But bringing it back to Daniel,
Daniel Caesar.
So-
let me find a clip first. Oh my God.
yeah.
Keep talking, guys.
So my question is, I didn't listen to the album because of the. Well, I listened to Cyanide, and I really like Cyanide too, but I didn't listen to most of it because I didn't know what the.
what the theme is?
Well, not the theme. I didn't know what the controversy was, but I heard that he was saying things that were anti-black, and I said, I can't. I don't know if I can support this. I was like, I don't know what he said, but
He
I
had a
don't
song
know.
with Brandy. I don't know how we got Brandy to like.
Jet black hair, baby, jet black hair.
No, yeah, I don't know how he got Brandy to be like, yeah, I'll do a song with you. After he like all this,
Yeah, all this stuff about
all
black
the shenanigans.
women.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
All
sure
of
he's a
these
really nice
shenanigans.
person. You know.
Oh yeah, he
Like-
has to be if he can like
Like off the
tap into
record.
emotions.
off the record.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who he is as a
Yeah.
person, but
Well, isn't it like his shows like people propose at and stuff?
Oh,
So obviously
Yeah.
people
Very
were like,
intimate.
he's so emotional, you know?
yeah.
But
he did a really, really good show and for like a jazz festival in Indonesia, where my family's from, and it's on YouTube. You guys should check it out.
That
Really
sounds
good.
like
they
some-
all sing, like the whole crowd erupts, and like Indonesian people like understand pitch, so they're
So they
just-
were with it.
they were good. Yeah, it was.
said he
It
knows,
was magical.
It's not like these little American concerts and girls will be all up key and stuff.
Same with the guys.
You don't want your Visco girls. Take them back.
But all right, real quick, because we have 10 minutes. I'm going to play Cyanide, the clean version.
And then we'll get back and talk about it.
Yes.
Let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
Keep it here, guys.
Break.
Sundays at 9 a.m. It's the weekly walkthrough.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm like extra sad now.
No, that song,
Oof.
I don't know if y'all felt the vibes. Like, I felt the vibes.
Felt it.
You felt it?
I felt it.
So,
Wow.
yes, despite Daniel Caesar, you know,
Yeah.
not really promoting
His people.
his people,
Culture.
he makes decent music. So, I guess, you know,
I think it was a good take on toxic relationships. And then I thought Cyanide as the title was clever.
yeah.
I think that was good. I liked it.
Maybe he
I
was
heard it a
vulgar
couple
than-
times, but I wasn't really listening, you know?
Maybe it was vulgar than we thought, and it was a reflection on his toxic relationship with Yes Jewel
Oh, God.
and how she alienated him
She
from
did.
his own culture.
She stopped
But-
picking up his calls.
Yeah,
She
right.
needed him right then, but
Yeah, he
then
said
after that,
Twitter canceled me. She
Tossed
said,
him.
"Welcome to the club. You're on your own.
But all right, guys, we're getting down to the time. It's time for us to
Say goodbye."
say
wow,
goodbye.
that was fun.
It
I had
was.
fun. Thanks for having me.
Welcome
y'all.
back, man.
Yes.
I realized I have a different DJ name that was deep inside me. I just had to pull it out.
All right, let's hear it.
And it's DJ Big Bucks.
DJ Big Bucks.
DJ Big Bucks.
Like the deer shooting game.
No, just like
Like
Big
money.
Buck.
That's like your final. That's
Like
your official.
all capitalization, every letter space. Big Bucks.
Wow.
It's official.
No.
We can change it. We got you, bro.
We'll see how I feel next week. But
But all right, so
Yeah.
let's go around real quick. And well, first of all, of course, follow us on Twitter at The Barbecue on KCOU.
Woo.
And then on Instagram, I think barbecue
The same.
_KCOU.
Wow.
And then DJ Sid Narita, you can find me on Twitter at Sid Narita, SYDNORITA. On Instagram at Noel Walton _.
She got a new name, y'all.
And if you want to follow me on Tumblr, it's Sid Narita as well.
as long as you're not a Russian bot.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like you're not a Russian bot.
Brush your bots, get out of here. This is a space for teen angst. My social media is all Rachel _Zalucky, ZALUCKI, because I'm trying to get a job. So it's not going to be as fun as the barbecue content is. So I would defer everyone to the barbecue content. All right. But
And DJ AJ?
DJ Breadsticks. This is DJ Breadsticks. You can find me on Instagram
that's a
at
good one.
Adam J6. That's
Adam
Is he
ADAM
DJ
if y'all
Breadsticks?
don't know
Can I
that.
be DJ Olive Garden?
You can be DJ Parmesan.
I'm down for that. Love cheese.
Yo, but Parmesan, I just want to say this, $8 unlimited soup and salad.
You notice.
Stop it.
Wait. Is that your new name? DJ Unlimited?
DJ Unlimited soup and salad. No
At
doubt.
Olive Garden.
No,
Yeah,
it's just
only
DJ,
at Olive Garden,
DJ
baby.
Breadsticks, hot and fresh. Let's go.
Sticks with an X?
Maybe.
Well, to be determined.
Yeah, I'll think about my brand.
But then we got Kareem behind the camera. You can
Yes,
find him.
Kareem.
You can find him on Instagram at Sir Kareem. Am I correct? And instead of
Yes.
an A, it's a V.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Stylistic.
ghost.
Yeah.
Or
Like it.
shot by Kareem, shot X Kareem.
So much
Yes.
presence though.
Yes. So
Yes.
this dude right here,
He knows branding.
he knows branding. He's gonna get us right this semester.
He needs to
Yes.
get Mick Jenkins right.
Yeah,
Hey.
honestly.
Yo.
Mick Jenkins, come to our show.
Mick Jenkins, please.
Come
We'll
to
hook
our
you up
show.
with Kareem. Devin is honestly probably the most famous person I know. And probably the most famous person you know, Mick Jenkins. Get right.
But all
Love
right,
it.
y'all.
Love it.
Catch us same spot, same station, same online browser, whatever you guys are listening to us from. Same time, Thursday 6 to 8. The barbecue. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
What to the bar?